Hey guys, my name is Megan and today I've got my May wrap up for you. Alright, so this month has been interesting reading wise. Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot read this month, which is a little unfortunate, but you know, whatever. However, I did get my first dose of the COVID vaccine. Doing great. So let's go ahead and dive into what I read this month. All right, so the first book that I read in May was You've Reached Sam. This is an ARC copy that I won on Goodreads in a giveaway. So I didn't love this book, but it was a really good read. It deals a lot with grief and like the grieving process and learning to let go and learning to live with that grief inside you. However, I did have a couple of problems. I felt like there was a lot of Julie, who is the main character in this book. I felt like she was always like, woe is me. My grief is more important than anybody else's. And I felt like she really invalidated her friends and Sam's family's feelings and their grieving process. I felt like she really invalidated that a lot. And she always kind of had to have the attention on her. But other than that, the conversations between Sam and Julie over their phone connection was really interesting and really good. And it brought up some really great points about grieving and letting go. So this one got a 3.25 stars. And this comes out in November, if you guys are interested in this one. Okay, so the next book that I finished this month was Gemini Kisses. This is book 6 in the Mountain Springs Omega series. This one was just really cute and summery and sweet. This one takes place kind of at a like summer camp. The two main characters are teachers and a teacher's assistant at the summer camp. And it was just really cute. This one I actually felt like it was a whole story and it didn't feel like it was missing anything. It was just a really cute, like great way to break into like summer reading. This one got a solid 4 to 5 stars. Okay, so the next book that I finished was Beast Boy, which this was my graphic novel for the month. This was a really great story and I liked this kind of story of how Beast Boy got his start and, you know, his origin story for working with the Teen Titans. It was just really cute and it actually deals a lot with like animal testing, animal rights, and it deals a lot with Gar's insecurity about his social standing in his body and like his friendships and, you know, getting to know people and wanting to be popular. And it was just a really, really good read. This got a solid 4 to 5 stars. I would highly recommend this. And now I need to get my hands on Raven. Okay, and then the last book that I finished as of filming this video is Running with Lions. This was just such a good, like, summery sports kind of romance. It was just so good. Sebastian is honestly one of my favorite characters. His inner monologue is just so interesting and his thought process is interesting. So this book deals a lot with Sebastian's body insecurities, a little bit of an sort of eating disorder, but not really. And it deals a lot with like toxic masculinity and like how Sebastian like subverts that, and like, you know, these characters are so loving toward each other. It's basically a giant found family and like all of them are given this chance to be open about their sexuality, be open about who they are as people, and, you know, still getting to play sports. And I love that these characters were given the chance to really be themselves, because sports is not as inclusive of a space as probably should be. And honestly, this book just, it really made my heart happy. And I loved Amir, who was just very standoffish and super, super shy. And then him being able to integrate into this already pretty tight friend group. And just, I love this book to pieces. This got a solid 5 out of 5 stars. Would highly recommend that you read this because it is so, so good. And then the book that I'm currently reading as of filming this video is You Should See Me in a Crown. I am about 60 pages in and I already really like this book. It's just so, so good already. And even though I'm only the teeniest part way through, this is already stacking up as a good book. So I had planned to read 2 other books this month, which was Fence Disarmed and The House in the Cerulean Sea, which I sadly did not get to this month. So these will probably go into the rotation at the bottom of next month's TBR and then into July. So we'll just have to wait and see. All right, so that is everything that I read and did not read in May. I think my favorite book would definitely have to be Running with Lions. It was really, really good and it just made my heart really happy. How did you guys do this May? Did you guys have a favorite book? Let me know down below. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already, would like to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys!